The federal government is asking the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, to be thorough with its apology to Nigerians by returning all the funds looted from the public treasury under its watch during its 16 years in power. In a statement, the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, is challenging the party to show the genuineness of its apology through a discernible change of attitude. He says the party should not just own up and apologize, but to also return the looted funds, saying that anything short of that is mere deceit. He explains that the PDP presided over an unprecedented looting of the public treasury, perhaps considered the worst of its kind in Nigeria or anywhere else in the world. Mr. Mohammed is also asking the PDP to stop sabotaging the work of the present administration. The Borno State Security Council has approved the return of IDPs dislodged from Bama local government area to their hometown. Secretary to the Borno State government, Usman Jidda, conveyed the decision of the council during a press conference in Maiduguri, the Borno State capital. Bama is the most affected local government area by the destruction of the insurgents and IDPs, numbering up to 120,000, the highest in the state. The affected persons would be returned in phases due to the large number of the people involved. Ayotunde Balogun is standing by with sports news.
Many thanks, Gimba. The Super Falcons of Nigeria will report to camp in Paris on April the 3rd ahead of their friendly match against France on April the 6th. It will be the first game for the Falcons coach Thomas Dennerby, and he has lined up his strongest team for the trip to Le Mans. Reports say the 8-time African champions will get 40,000 euros from the France Football Federation to cushion their expenses. The Falcons are expected to purchase their return flight tickets to this high-profile challenge match. Serbia have beaten Nigeria 2-0 in their second pre-World Cup friendly played in London. Newcastle United striker Alexander Mitrovic scored twice as the East European country earned a boost ahead of the tournament in Russia coming in June. Now, European clubs want mandatory rest periods inserted into the international calendar to give players more time to recover from games and train. The international match calendar, which is drawn up by the World Football Governing Body FIFA, coordinates fixtures around the globe, allocating dates for international matches and tournaments to avoid clashes with domestic competitions. The head of the association, Andrea Agnelli, said the ECA would press for an overall reduction of the games for the next international calendar, starting in 2024. Players will be able to represent two different clubs in the same European Cup competition from next season after the European governing body UEFA changed its rules. As it stands, January signings cannot play for a second club in the Champions League or Europa League if they have already featured in that competition. And that's sports news. The news at 10 continues shortly.
Thousands of Russians were out on the street today, angry at officials over shopping mall fire that killed at least 64 people, mainly children. Relatives say that as many as 85 people are still missing, most of them children. About 300 people rallied outside the local government headquarters, demanding that officials be sacked over the fire safety shortcomings. President Vladimir Putin has attributed the blaze to criminal negligence. Russian diplomats continue to be expelled from countries and organizations, and now NATO has announced new expulsions. Speaking in Brussels, Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg said that 7 Russian diplomats have been expelled in response to a nerve agent in the UK. He also said that he would deny pending accreditation for 3 Russian staff and will reduce the size of Russia's mission from 30 to 20. And the main news again, President Muhammadu Buhari today declared the 10-year elongation of APC national leaders as unconstitutional and illegal. Also today, the Senate began fresh process to amend the 2010 Electoral Act following President Buhari's refusal to give his assent to the document. And also, former Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar declares that he will run for president in the 2019 general elections. And that's how it's been on the news at 10 tonight. I want to thank you so much indeed for watching. On behalf of all of us here, have a splendid night. Good night.